Hey everybody, it's been a hot minute since I've been actually home making content. It has been a very busy September between work and going on trips, which have been amazing. But with that comes a whole lot of neglect of my gardens, etc. So unfortunately, I've been kind of minding the weather and checking out what I've got in the garden, but I didn't harvest hardly anything yet for like storage crops. And unfortunately, last night we got a light frost, and Brian harvested our pumpkins. So he was out here last night and I didn't know he was doing this. But we didn't harvest the squash. So the squash got nipped by frost a little bit last night. So I'm going to harvest them tonight. I might dig the sweet potatoes. And because it's Thanksgiving weekend, we have to get ready to go home. So I'm going to move the chicken coop up closer to the house. Yeah, so I'm probably going to work till dark out here, but it is such a beautiful time of year. The leaves are all turning color. It's lovely to be out here. I always have a hard time at the end of the work day to kind of get my butt out here and get working. But once I do, I love it. It's a bit chilly actually right now. I'm thinking I should go get my toque. So I might go get a toque. Once I get working, I'll be fine. So maybe I'll just do that. But yeah, first things first, I have to pump up the tire on the chicken coop. And I'm going to bring out the four-wheeler and hook it all up. And then it'll be ready to pull out, tomorrow. You guys ready for the cold weather? Hey, chicken. Huey. Hey, Hugh. And I know it's working because I can hear the frame of the wagon start to creak. Hey, girlies. The OG flock. My original Wyandottes. They all just molted, so they're looking good. When I move the chicken coop, I always do it. I get ready usually the night before or that morning, depending how much time I have. And then I move it once the chickens are awake and off the roost so they don't injure themselves getting kind of bonked off. And that seems to work pretty well. So I always move it in the morning when they're off the roost just to avoid injury. Yeah. So I'll move them in the morning. I'm going to go in the garden and see what there is to harvest. I was thinking about digging the sweet potatoes today as well, and I could do that. We'll just see what I have for time. My trusty helper is going to wheel the wagon. Huh? Yeah, we'll do them. This garden, look at it. It's gorgeous, but at the same time, very overwhelming. I can't even walk in the paths. The carrots are all exposed at the top because the chickens have been in here. I got jalapeno peppers still that need to be off the vine and processed, and bell peppers. I have beans that I have to harvest for the seed. I hope they're still okay. I'm disappointed in myself. But the truth is, you just can't do it all. So, yeah. There are the sweet potato vines that got nuked by the frost. These ones were all pretty much covered. So I'm going to go for it. I brought this bucket to try and dig those tonight. It was a pretty good frost because these are all, even though this cover was on, they got touched. Why?
Anything on the fringes, on the edges with it.
It might be a little early too for these, but
some of these in here were protected from the leaves, right?
Wow, look at all these. This was volunteer. These were all volunteer. That's exciting. look at all the beds. Like these are free. These were volunteer. So that one. This one. Holy smoke. This one. Again, hold them all. Okay, I'll bring them over. Oh. These were all volunteer. It's exciting.
Me too.
You're my best volunteer. Holy, look at that fat Albert. Oh! You guys got to see this. This is going to be good. So this is what happens when you get a frost unexpectedly. So the plant is completely nuked. And then on the fruit, here's a good one here. See how this color here is like a nice light color and this color here is darker? That's where the frost contacted the fruit. And so it can impact how long that fruit is going to store for. So that's the definite downside, is not harvesting them before you get a frost. But look at how beautiful these zinnias are still. So pretty. And the marigolds, lots of flowers still kicking. The sunflowers are getting ravaged by the blue jays. That's got to be, I bet you that's got to be 4 pounds. Probably. Check these out. This is awesome. I'm so excited. Look at this one. That's such an odd shape, but these easily have to be like, I'm going to say 4 pounds. I'm going to take them inside and weigh them because they are heavy. Biggest ones for sure. Holy smokes. More than I thought. I think we've already surpassed 10. I thought we would have had 10. Silly, come on. No way. Now, I heard her whining out here the other day and I thought she was injured or trapped or something. No, she's just whining at the tree to drop an apple.
Thinks if she whines hard enough at the tree, it'll drop an apple?
Well, I think that's what she thinks, because she can't climb any higher. She climbed and got all the ones that she could get already. Okay, so let's talk what's left in here food-wise. Asparagus looks good. That's very exciting. Brian did a nice job in the asparagus bed this year. But look at that. Look at that load. I was very upset this spring because I had such a hard time with striped cucumber beetle, but luckily we got some food. Oh, I missed one. Hiding. Where's that other one? Over here. I was thinking the other day what I'm going to do in here next year. I really wasn't feeling this summer, to be quite honest. I was off to a good start in the springtime, but then I don't know, I just wasn't feeling it. That's the truth. And we did a lot of traveling this summer, which was really great, and lots of adventures. But for next year, I was thinking, because I got all the pasta stuff I wanted, like the pizza sauce, pasta sauce, and salsa. But I was thinking next year maybe growing more garlic, especially for my friend Melissa. At her funeral, we got garlic. So I'd like to propagate more of that in her memory, along with the lumberjack beans that she gave me. So I'm not going to garden, but I think I'm going to plant more flowers, beans, and garlic next year and just do simple stuff. And then take some time for myself next summer. For ourselves, not myself, for ourselves next summer. Did you come back? Oh, okay. So now we're going to dig some sweet potatoes and see what we got. This is always like the most fun. Look at how pretty these are still. Gorgeous. Oh, there's a little cauliflower.
And there's a piece of little broccoli there.
That's awesome. Okay, so there's my Brussels sprouts. Some are not looking great, but I harvested a whole bunch for Thanksgiving dinner this coming weekend. So I'm bringing the turkey and the, what is that? Oh my gosh, and the Brussels sprouts. But yeah, okay, so let's see what we got. We're losing light here. We're losing light. to be careful because we still got the irrigation in. So just like last time, long and skinny. That one's not bad. But although they look small, they're super tasty. Oh, there's lots. They were prolific, just not huge. Acorn squash? Oh yeah, look at that. Oh yeah. That's awesome. That's a good one. They're not plump, but they're long, which is kind of fun. Oh yeah. Oh darn. That's what you don't want to happen, pitchforking them. Yeah. Huh? Ooh! Oh, Brian, look at these. They are, oh, I think I just broke that one. Shoot. Look at how big these are. They're so long. Oh. Like, I can't, they're so deep. I can't, like, the fork doesn't dig down that far. Long and deep. Yeah, that's where they were. Oh, I probably damaged one. Oh, there's a good one. There's a gem. I have been breaking them. I am damaging them, which is not ideal. Here's a good one. Oh, look at this one. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. You're getting under them, but because they grow like a foot deep, and I bet you I missed a bunch just because I can't, because they're so thin, the fork just goes around them. Let me get a this. But holy.
Look at that bad boy there.
Oh,
You know what
yeah.
you might need is the
These are awesome.
fork.
Well, that one's got some insect damage, but pretty exciting. Oh yeah. That's like a foot. That's a foot long, I bet ya. Oh, look. A little mouse nest or something. Ugh. Okay. We're harvesting sweet potatoes and the moon is in the sky. But you gotta do what you can when you can. And tonight was the night because it's just getting, it's getting late in the season. We found a little rodent nest and they've been happily eating the sweet potatoes. But we got a full basket of sweet potatoes. So way more than I thought we would. Thanks, Mike and Sandy, for, they gave me those sweet potato starts in the springtime because they had too many. So I'm super tickled about that harvest. Now I have to cure them. And when you cure sweet potatoes, I saw my friend Amy posted an Instagram reel about this today. You have to cure potatoes and sweet potatoes, but sweet potatoes especially where it's hot, in the dark where it's hot with some humidity. So last time I just used my little greenhouse that I use for starting seeds with the seed mats in it. But this year I might do something a little bit more simpler, straightforward. But yeah, we got some serious footlongs here, which is pretty exciting. Not the typical what we are used to seeing as far as sweet potatoes are concerned, but I'm pretty happy about that. Also with the gourd, the squash harvest, so the pumpkins, the butternut, and the volunteer acorn squash, that was awesome. So yeah, it's gonna be a hot mess in here. Have to say I'm not looking forward to cleaning it out this year, but next weekend I plan on having a good garden weekend where I'll clean a lot of this out. I still have peppers that I have to harvest and put up. I'll probably just freeze them. I'm not going to make any more cowboy candy because I do have a lot on the shelves. Now everybody that I made it for makes their own, so I have a lot. But that's okay. This is the last move before winter. Good morning. Good morning, Whitey. Huey. Oh. Good morning, Hugh. Good morning, girls. New fresh pasture. Good morning, everybody. Just let the dogs out, gonna take them for a run and get these chickens set up in their new location. But this is the last stop before winter, so I'll do a coop clean and then we'll move them permanently for the winter in a couple of weeks. But last night we had spectacular northern lights, and I had missed the last couple of northern lights or aurora, and just before we were going to bed last night, Brian's like, the northern lights. So I came outside and I took some pictures. I'll post one here, but our cameras make them way brighter than they actually look to the naked eye. But anyways, it was spectacular. And then Brian got up at 3:30 this morning and came back out and was out here till 6 a.m. watching them. I came out, looked, and went back to bed. But it is an absolutely beautiful morning. We've had another frost. The bird bath is frozen, so all signs point to winter. Last night we got into the garden and harvested the squash and the sweet potatoes, which were amazing. I'm so impressed by that. So yeah, now it's time to get ready for hunting season. Hunting season is already here, but I've done nothing to prepare. So hopefully we can put some meat in the freezer this year and not have to buy meat. But yeah, I love this time of year. Fall is so short, but spectacular. Like our trees, although some of the leaves are down, like they're just so beautiful. Anyways, I hope you're having, and so does Hugh, a wonderful fall season of harvest and colors and adventures and all the things that bring you joy. Have a great day. We'll see you next time.